Hi there, my name is Mrs. Lowe, and today we are going to be doing our math lesson on squares and rectangles. But I want to start off by showing you some other shapes. Is this a square? The answer is no. This is a triangle. You learned about this yesterday because triangles have 3 corners, 1, 2, 3, and 3 sides, 1, 2, 3. This is a triangle. This is another triangle. They're not exactly the same size, and they kind of have different lengths of their sides and their corner or their sides, but they're still triangles because they have 3 corners, 1, 2, 3, and 3 sides. That means it's a triangle. What about this shape? Does it have any sides and corners? No, that's a circle or an oval. Is this a square? No, it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 corners and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides. This long part is a side. These pointy parts are corners. So I'm going to show you first a square. This is a square. How do you know it's a square? Because it has 4 corners. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the corners are those kind of pointy parts where the sides come together. This long part is a side. It's a straight line. That's a side. And a square has 4 sides that are exactly the same. So that's interesting because a square, all the sides are the same and all the corners are the same. That's called a square. Everything is the same. This also has 4 corners, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4 sides, 1, 2, 3, 4. But are the sides the same length like a square? Do you see how all of these are the same size? That means it's a square. When 2 are the same and 2 are the same and these are not the same, when they are 2 and 2, it's a rectangle. So this is a square when they're all the same. And when they're different, it's a rectangle. Do you see that? Square, they're the same. Square starts with an S. Same starts with an S. So square means all of those are the same. And a rectangle, they're different. These 2 are the same size, and these 2 are the same size. But they still have 4 sides and 4 corners. That makes it a square. So I'm going to show you what it looks like on a geoboard. These are kind of fun things we like to use in my class. This is called a geoboard where there are these pegs. So a square means they're all the same. All the sides are the same. So see that? I made a square. It has 3 pegs on this side, 3 pegs on this side, 3 pegs on this side, and 3 pegs on this side. They're all the same. Then they have their 4 corners. That's a square. But what would happen if I did this? It still has 4 sides, and it still has 4 corners. But look, this side is just 2 pegs, and this side is 4 pegs. What would that make that? You're right, that would be a rectangle. So we're going to be working with those today. You're going to be talking on your math pages. You're going to be working with some corners and some sides and determining if some are squares or rectangles. So I'm going to ask you, where do you see squares in real life? Looking behind me, I see some rectangles. Those are rectangles. I don't really see, oh, this is a square. Those are all the same side. Those are squares. Those are all the same size. I don't know if you can see those really well, but I'm going to show you a picture. Do you all know where that is? That's our school, St. Margaret Mary. Do you see some rectangles in this picture? I do. You're right. The windows, those are rectangles. I'll circle them. That's a rectangle if you put them together. But if you look really close, the little ones in there, Those are squares because they're the same size. You're right. The door is a rectangle. The building itself is a rectangle. Look at all of those rectangles in our school. I have another picture for you too. I am a big Cards fan, so this is the Louisville Cardinals Stadium. There are lots of squares. Do you all see all of those squares? In real life, there are lots and lots of shapes that you can see. I hope that you can find some in your house now after you complete these math pages below. Have a good day. Hope you like finding squares and rectangles just like I do.